Hello, I'm Gabriel. Welcome to an episode of Gabriel Reviews, where I talk about movies and review them on my channel every Friday. So today's video, we're going to be reviewing the movie Mean Creek.
This isn't even your birthday?
No.
So Mean Creek is an independent coming-of-age psychological drama film released in 2004, written and directed by Jacob Aaron Estes, and was produced by Susan Johnson. Now, this was a movie that I've been always wanting to watch for quite some time. I've been curious about it for quite a while, and I finally watched it a couple weeks ago, and I can honestly say this movie is really, really good and really underrated. So, let's get into the plot, shall we? So, the plot of Mean Creek revolves around a kid named Sam Merrick, played by Rory Culkin, who is the younger brother of Kieran Culkin and Macaulay Culkin, which you probably know them for sure, especially Macaulay Culkin for Kevin as Home Alone. Anyways, one day, Sam gets bullied by a bully named George Tooney, who's played by Josh Peck, which you probably know him from the famous TV show Drake and Josh. And yeah, he bullies him for touching his camera, and Sam tells his brother Rocky, played by Trevor Morgan, about this situation, and to figure out a plan to get revenge on George. So Rocky decides to invite his friends Clyde and Marty, and Sam also invites his girlfriend Millie to a trip, which is a boat trip. And during the trip, they pick up George like they're actually his friends, if you know what I mean. And everything seems fine and all, but they realize that George has a lot of stuff going on, and he's a very, very serious character, and he's going through a lot. And later on in the movie, while they're going on the boat trip, things take a really, really negative turn as they have to face the wrong consequences for their actions. And now onto my thoughts on the movie. So, as I said, I've been wanting to watch the movie for quite a while, and I watched it a couple weeks ago, and this is a really, really great movie. It's a really underrated coming-of-age film. The script is well written, the music is really well done, and all the acting is really, really good, and it feels so realistic as well. And Josh Peck did a really good job as George Tooney as well. And the film is it's kind of sad at times, like around the last half, without spoiling it. And I really like the cinematography in this film, especially throughout the second half. Like, the cinematography gets more somber and dark as it goes on. And it's kind of a sad movie, and it's kind of a wild movie at times. Like, there's this one scene in the movie where George realizes why he's been brought to the road trip, and he goes on a rampage yelling at everyone involved in the trip, and you will not believe how much Josh Peck is swearing in that scene. Like, jeez, like, the acting just feels so realistic right here. And I don't really have a whole lot to say of this review. It's a pretty quick review I'm going to do, but I will say this movie is a really, really underrated and really good for a low budget independent coming of age film. And I think this movie would make an interesting double feature with Stand By Me if you ask me, because honestly this movie kind of gives me a Stand By Me vibe a little bit, which if you've seen my review of Stand By Me, you know that's one of my all-time favorite movies. But yeah, like I said, Mean Creek is a great coming of age film from the 2000s. It's kind of a sad film at times. It's a very heavy film as well, and I would highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. And the DVD I bought on Amazon is kind of out of print as well, so I recommend you pick that up. But once again, Mean Creek is a great movie, and it's just a very beautifully made, excellent film. And to end off this review, I'm going to give Mean Creek a 10 out of 10.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Alright everybody, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, follow me on my letterboxd, share, and I will see you guys in the next one.